So I want to take you to the charts and I want to give you guys a pattern to be able to spot, know how to act on it. And when I see it, what are some of the standard things that I'm looking for, okay? So I'm going to take you guys to the candlestick pattern book and we are going to look at the exact setup that you see that is potentially forming here. And that is a cup and handle, okay? And that cup and handle looks something like this, okay? It won't always be a straight shot up. Sometimes it could break, retest it, and make a move to that upside. So I'm going to go, and what we're going to do is look at where the price is right now, okay? You notice how the price on this here starts to cup, okay? It's pretty much going, creating that U shape, which is like a teacup. And then it looks like this, right? A cup. We got this handle here. And so the price cups up and then it begins to come down, giving it a little bit downside consolidation. This here is just a bunch of accumulation here that's taking place, getting ready for a potential upside move. Now, when you see this happening, the first thing is you identify the cup and then look for a bit of resistance, which I would look at right up in here. Okay, right up in this little area. Now, don't too much worry about the price points on this thing. This is XRP, and of course, the market is moving in that crypto space 24/7. Okay, so the main thing we're looking at here is this resistance area right up in here. So there's a good chance that the price could potentially push up here, stop out, and start forming out the handle on this pattern. Okay, but a lot of time it won't always do that. But that's not the move we're looking to make. We look to make the move that happens once the handle has a breakout. Okay, so let's go and let's see how this thing forms out. And you guys can see that downside action taking place, okay? So I'm going to remove this. Now that you can see where it pushed up, it stops out around this resistance area, right up in this same little area. And if you put a line here, you can see where these two little points here, where it stopped out previously, it did so perfectly over here. Now, we have the handle. The handle is presenting itself. So the second thing I would do from that resistance is to begin to kind of map out where the handle is. Okay, so we see here how the handle is forming here. Okay, and we can kind of bring that down and we can kind of see how that thing is going to play out. That won't always be a straight little narrow shot down, but it's definitely going to come down. We're going to see some up and down as that thing creates the handle out. Now, the next thing I would go and look for is where could the handle potentially stop out. The only way that this thing slightly invalidates is if it closes below the point here that we have on the cup. So if it gets to getting down here and it starts closing below, there's a good chance that the cup and handle is invalidating. But I will look at this area right around here, and it wouldn't be at a precise number, but mostly like a cluster to where I would look at around this area to where the price could potentially stop forming on that handle and beginning to push up. Those would be the next things I would look for. Now, the final thing is to wait for the breakout to take place from the handle to make our move. And the breakout from the handle is usually your moment to execute. Now, you can look for a break and a retest where it comes back, retest the top of the handle, and then make another move up. Or you can act on that thing breaking out. Now, this is on the 1 minute time frame, so this will act as a very quick trade. Like I will be looking to get in and out and not overstay my welcome. Okay, so I'm gonna go from here. You see this thing here kind of pushed down. Let's see how this thing plays out. You see where I'm going to stop it out there. You see where it came to right around the area, right up in here that we kind of see some solid rejection is now acting as a support. Once the resistance is broken, it becomes support. Once support is broken, it becomes resistance. Okay, just something to keep in mind on that lesson. So once that there, you see we did have some overkill, but it did not close below that point. We got that breakout here, and this thing began to make its way up and retest up there at that top. And that right there would have been the results and the trade of this cup and handle by simply spotting the cup, watching that handle form, waiting for the breakout from the handle, and making a move from there. And you set your upside targets, okay? And you can see that this thing broke above that resistance. Is now attempting to kind of retest, but that's not what we're worried about or what we're looking at. Our key thing here was to act on the breakout of that cup and handle, okay? So to kind of end this out, there are two. You have a cup and handle, and you have an inverted cup and handle. The cup goes up, the handle down, breakout upside. The inverted here pushes up and it comes down. So this here was a bullish move, and this one here, the inverted, would be a bearish move. Hope you guys enjoyed that lesson. You ready to start learning how to read the charts, where you can literally apply this universally across crypto, forex, futures, options, whatever it is, and whatever market that you may be trading in. Look for the link somewhere wherever you may be watching this video to find out how you can get started learning how to read those charts and get into trading. And feel free to shoot me a DM if needed with any questions that you may have. I hope this helped.